Unraveling the Cycles, a journey to reclaim my voice and my body. This is one of my personal stories. It may resonate deeply with you, and there may be some similarities to my story and yours. And it may make you feel uncomfortable. It may push you to reflect on yourself. So here I will begin with my own story. There's a whisper that comes from spirit when something long buried begins to stir. It doesn't shout, it nudges, it brushes against the heart like wind through tall grass, asking you to pause, to feel, to look back with softer eyes. Lately, I've been feeling that whisper more clearly, as if my soul is finally ready to unravel some of the threads that I've kept tightly wound in the shadows. Throughout my life, I've been a strong woman, a warrior. I've always picked myself up, dusted myself off, and kept going. But in the quiet, Spirit has been asking me, have you healed? Or have you simply survived? The truth is, I've lived through many moments that left marks on my spirit, experiences that were violating, dismissive, or dehumanizing. And until recently, I didn't see how these experiences were not just isolated as incidents, but part of a repeating cycle, a pattern that I never asked for, but one that kept finding me. I was 11 when I had a slumber party with my girlfriends. Our room was lit with glowing blacklight posters, and we were laughing, dancing, innocent. And then I looked over, and there was a man in a white hat peering into the window, watching us. The fear that rushed through me still lives somewhere in my body. The police were called, he was arrested, but the memory never left of him peeping through my bedroom window. Later, after moving to the lake in Georgia, I loved riding my bike in the summer sun. I was curvy, radiant, and free, but even then, my body was not respected. A boy in the neighborhood made a habit of riding past me and brushing his hands across my chest. I warned him. He laughed. So I pushed him and his bike into a ditch, and he cried. I didn't. I just wanted to be safe. Never saw that boy again. He avoided me at all cost. Then again, at age 14, during a school field trip to the town's steam plant, I stopped to use the restroom. As I exited, a large man started guiding me towards a corner. I didn't freeze. I pushed him hard against the wall and I ran. My instincts always knew how to protect myself. But why did he think he had a right to touch me? And yet, this cycle kept returning through my life. In my late 20s, I worked in a small town grocery store. The owner had wandering hands and no boundaries. He preyed on the women who worked there, cornering them in back rooms, taking what was never his to take. Some felt trapped, for they had charged their groceries on account and couldn't risk losing their jobs. At that time, I worked in the office, which only made me more accessible to him as it was traumatic, suffocating, and deeply demeaning. I wasn't allowed to quit, for my husband at that time said we needed the money. I felt like a prisoner. Then one afternoon, after another uncomfortable encounter, I went to my aunt's house during lunch, shaking. And when I told her what happened, she picked up the phone, called the store, and told them I wouldn't be returning. She gave me back my voice when I couldn't use it myself. Believe it or not, my husband didn't speak to me for months. There have been more moments similar to these. I've been raped twice. I don't share this for pity. I share this because hiding it has only allowed the pain to keep echoing through my life. I share it because I know that I'm not alone. We repeat what we don't repair. And I'm beginning to see that this lifetime, this beautiful, painful, sacred lifetime, may be my opportunity to end the cycle, to release the cords, to heal what has lived in silence, not just for myself, but for the women who came before me and for those who will come after me. It takes immense courage to unravel, to look into the places you've locked away because the pain was too much. But Spirit keeps whispering, are you ready now? And maybe I am. I've always been a warrior, but now I want to be a healer, not only for myself, but I love healing others. And if I tell them how important healing is, but I'm not doing it myself, I am really doing an injustice. I want to honor my body as sacred. I want to walk in the world without flinching, without fear, without the weight of the unhealed wounds guiding my steps. If you too have lived through pain, I see you. If your story feels too heavy to carry alone, please know that you're not alone. The path of healing begins not with forgetting, but with remembering and then gently letting it go. This is the beginning of that journey for me, and I believe truly it can be the beginning of a journey for you too. Are you holding old pains, old wounds? Maybe it's time to start unwinding them and breaking those cycles so that they don't continue to occur in your own life.